So, congressional staffers will continue bipartisan talks on gun safety today. One thing you hear is that around 90% of Americans support background checks. But does that tell the whole story about how much agreement there really is? Joining me now is Harry Etten, CNN senior data reporter. Harry, when we talk about possible areas of agreement, maybe not exactly what you think.
Yeah, to me, the bigger question is, it's not just how do Americans feel about gun control, but how powerfully do they feel about it? So there's this great question from Gallup, which essentially is, are you satisfied with U.S. gun laws? And if you aren't satisfied or you're dissatisfied, do you want stricter gun laws? Do you want them to be less strict? Only 36% of Americans say they are dissatisfied and want stricter gun laws. Get this, 54% say they're either satisfied or they're dissatisfied and actually want less strict gun laws. This, to me, tells the story because it could be that you want stricter gun laws, but you're generally actually satisfied, and this 54% gives it away. Most Americans are either satisfied or they actually want less strict gun laws.
That is really interesting. So the majority here doesn't seem to want more safety measures in place. And again, on background checks, the polling says a lot of people think they're a good idea. But when you actually put it to a test on the ballot, Harry.
What I love is when you actually look and say, okay, do these polls actually follow where the voters are when they get a chance to vote on it? And back in 2016, there were two ballot measures to expand background checks. One was in Maine, one was in Nevada. Remember, both of these states are right in the middle of the national electorate, right? They were both within a point of the national presidential vote. Look what happened in Maine. Yes only got 48.2%. The ballot measure actually failed to expand background checks. The majority, 52%, said no. In Nevada, it barely passed, just with a little bit more than 50% of the vote. So you look at those polls that say background checks, 80, 90%. When you look at people actually voting on the measure, it's not anywhere close to that. It's much more of a 50-50 proposition.